Hi there. I have a question from Jill that I'm going to answer today. And just a quick reminder that you are welcome to send me your questions. I may answer them like this. I may answer them just in the newsletter in writing, or I may do a whole YouTube episode about it. And if you want to share your full name, your business, your URL, then I'm happy to give your business a shout out as well. It's entirely up to you. Or you can just kind of asking for a friend, which is what Jill has done. So Jill she's just asking for a friend. And the question is very short and simple. It is money comes in and constantly goes away. That's all she wrote. She gave me no other information. And at first I was like, oh, could have given me a bit more info, Jill. But then I realized that actually this is perfect because Jill has condensed it down to what the actual pattern is. The thing is that often people will think they have all these problems, but they really only have one problem, and it's a pattern. And this is Jill's pattern. Money comes in and constantly goes away. And it's interesting she used the word constantly, right? So when we have a pattern going on, it shows us that there's an old money story that is keeping that alive. And so it's, different places, different faces, same old pattern. And this pattern is very clearly a spender type pattern. Money comes and money goes. It's, living paycheck to paycheck, more or less. What we need to do then is, once we recognize the pattern, is try to figure out what's the story, what's the limiting belief that's feeding and keeping that pattern alive. And that's where it's time to start asking some resourceful questions. So, I wonder what I would have to believe to cause that to happen. I wonder what I would have to believe in order for me to keep manifesting that my money constantly goes away. Because there's usually a story or a belief that goes something like, it's not okay to hold on to money, or it's too hard to hold on to money, or you can't trust that the money will stay. Something that then ends with the conclusion that, therefore, any money that comes in must disappear again. I do have the limiting belief busting toolkit that you can grab and dive into to help you work through all this. I'll pop the link below. But here's a little question to help you get started on that track. And that is to simply sit with the question, I wonder what I'm afraid of happening if the money did start staying around. Like, what would that mean? And what might I be afraid of? Because our unconscious's job is to keep us safe. And so at some level, that pattern that you keep manifesting and creating, whether you like it or not, and whether you mean to or not, unconsciously you're creating and attracting and manifesting it, right? And we need to own that. And so then it's a matter of figuring out, well, what does my unconscious believe it's doing to help me here? Like, in what way is this keeping me safe from something worse happening? And once you allow the space for that, some really interesting stuff will come through. So that's just a little, getting started nugget. If you want to go through the whole process down that track, grab the limiting belief busting toolkit. But most importantly, start asking yourself those resourceful questions like, I wonder what I would have to believe, or I wonder what I'm really afraid of if that pattern wasn't here to keep me safe. What's that pattern trying to keep me safe from? Ask these sorts of resourceful questions and give them space. Don't just, keep picking at it. Ask the resourceful question, give it space, and see what comes up. And so I'd love to encourage you, both you, Jill, and you, if this resonated with you, see what comes up and reply and let me know. And of course, if you want to ask a question for me to answer in a future newsletter, the link is below. Have yourself a beautiful day, and let's help you create a truly rich life that is abundant both internally and externally.